Hello, Center Point Urbana boys and girls. This is Mr. Haslett. I want to talk to you today about another area where we have expectations for students. So we'll get on to a quick PowerPoint where we can talk about those expectations. And today we're going to talk about assembly expectations. Um, Throughout the year here at Center Point Urbana, we have assemblies, usually at least once a month. We have a PBIS assembly. And then we have other assemblies throughout the year for various things like maybe homecoming week. So going to quickly to our school-wide expectations, uh, here at Center Point Urbana, we want everyone to be caring. We also want everyone to have a positive attitude, and it is important that we have students who are upstanding citizens. And that means that we have students that are very responsible and also respectful to each other and to anyone, any adults, any children. So at Center Point Urbana, we will be caring, positive, and upstanding citizens, while at assemblies we are CPU. Why do we have assembly expectations? First of all, when we have an assembly, we want that assembly to be a pleasant experience for everyone, for all the people who are watching and participating, and for the people who are presenting at the assembly. We want it to be a good time for everyone. We also want to make sure that everyone can hear and participate when they're at an assembly. So we want people to be able to see. We also want people to be able to hear. Um, any information that's brought to us at the assembly. So getting into what it looks like to be a caring, positive, and upstanding citizen at assembly, we're going to start off with the C in caring. First of all, as you enter with the rest of your class, we would like everyone to enter using a level 0 or a level 1 voice. So that means it's okay to not talk as you come in. It's also okay to whisper as you're walking into the gym and also as you're sitting and waiting for the assembly to start. It's okay to whisper at that time. Everyone needs to be sitting on their bottom at all times. Uh, that's very important so the people behind you can see. And just like anywhere in the building, we want people to keep their hands and feet to yourself. So what does it look like to be positive in an assembly? First of all, we want everyone to follow all adult directions. We also we want you to turn your voice off when you see the signal. When we're ready to start an assembly, a lot of times either myself or another teacher may put their hand up in the air and show you a number 5. When we want you to quiet down, we will count down from a 5 to a 4 to a 3 to a 1, and when we get to 0, the expectation is that everyone will have their voice off and will be looking and listening. Also, an assembly usually is short. Usually, the longest assemblies we have are about an hour. Usually, they're 20 to 30 minutes. You should not have to leave during the assembly, so only ask to leave if it's an emergency. Um, Another part of being positive is wait to be dismissed by your teacher. Um, a lot of times, right when the assembly finishes, um, there are 350 students in there. We can't all leave at the same time. So one class leaves at a time. Wait till your teacher tells you to get up before you stand up and follow them out of the gym. What does it look like to be an upstanding citizen? First of all, leave everything in the classroom. There's very rarely an assembly where you would need to bring anything um, unless you are presenting at the assembly. And listen and pay attention while people are speaking, making sure that you're using whole body listening, your body, your eyes, everything is focused on the person who's talking. Hands and feet to yourself. So why is it important to have responsible behavior in assembly? Just like we mentioned before, we want it to be a pleasant experience for everyone. We also want to make sure everyone can see, hear, and participate in the assembly. So after you get done with this screencast, your class with your teacher, you can talk about what do responsible behaviors in assembly look like, and also what do responsible behaviors in assembly sound like. So just a quick review as you walk into an assembly, use a 0 or a 1 voice. As you're seated, you may whisper quietly to the people right next to you. When you get the signal from the 5 to a 0, stop talking, be ready to listen. And then while at the assembly, make sure that you're using good listening, looking at the person talking, and not talking at all during the assembly. When the assembly is finished, wait for your teacher to give you a signal to get up and walk back to your classroom. So thank you for being wonderful listeners and listening to what we would like people to do while they're at the assembly. And I hope everyone has a great rest of the day. Thank you.